How has Fort Hays State become the university it is today? This is a look inside university marketing, the process behind, and how university marketing is ever evolving.
We work closely with academic colleges and departments to develop campaigns for their specific programs. We try to focus on the programs that we see as having the most potential for growth. And then we also work closely with a lot of the recruitment units like FHSU Online and the graduate school to have an overall branding strategy for the university. We also develop a lot of the university branding print pieces like the view book and those types of things.
It kind of starts from the very beginning. When a project comes up, we kind of sit down as a team, as the whole department, and we try to get a kind of a focus on what we want to target. It's always targeting recruitment, but sometimes it's different departments. We kind of feed off of each other and get the ideas going, and then we take it to the sketchbook. That doesn't always happen, but we like to sketch it out first to kind of get the concept, build on it, and then we take it to the computer. We like to use the computer mostly as a tool, but it's just jumping into that and then developing whether it's a flyer, a poster, or promotion for social media.
We try to incorporate a lot of student and faculty voices here in our videos. We do a lot of photography of different events, of students studying. Sometimes we'll stage things as well. We do a lot of work in terms of creating short form and long form content here at the university, and both of those things are very important to have. We have our students working on some of our short form content, so we have our students go out and film some just short testimonial type videos to post on social media, highlighting different things on campus, talking to students and faculty, showcasing buildings, going to film campus events, anything like that. Anything that people would like to see on social media. It's always good to capture people interacting with each other, so we try to capture a lot of that when we can with our student workers. For our long form content, we also like to do testimonials, but we do it in a little more sit down with someone and talk to them for 10 to 15 minutes to ask a couple questions about, whatever the video topic is. If it's a video specifically for a particular department, we'll get students and faculty from that department and ask them a couple questions on the community of Fort Hays itself, but also the program. So we want to always highlight programs or other departments, anyone we can, we want to highlight them in the best way possible.
When I first started out in school, we didn't have computers at all. And so they were teaching us how to, lay it out on boards, on paper, drawing the crop marks ourselves with rapidograph pens. Now the computer just takes care of that. It's quite the process, very time consuming, and having different overlays, using wax machines. The computer has made a huge difference on speeding up the process of it.
One thing that has changed with video that's really impacted how things are done is the technology of video production and videography. The size of cameras have also decreased too, and I think that also makes it a little more accessible for people. Instead of having those really big chunky cameras that were more geared towards at one time broadcasts, live streaming and stuff like that. The invention of mirrorless cameras, things have really scaled and compacted down to where it's a lot easier to carry cameras like that and are able to do a lot of really cool things with them.
AI has kind of been in the background for a while now, but now it's just at the forefront. Everybody's able to use it, and we're starting to see that shift now where I think even the consumer is getting a lot more savvy as to what is real content. As far as the future holds, I kind of go back and forth. There's a part of me that feels that it's going to be just almost all automation, where there's very little human input, but at the same time you start to see that push back into what is real.
Well, it's only going to get better. I don't think it'll ever go back to where it was, but I think it's going to get better. I think if we use our minds more and have more creative ideas, coming up with better concepts on projects, I think that'll take it to the next level. I think it's more individual performance and just how you apply it on the computer in the best way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I just feel like every day I wake up, the future is not what I expected. So I'll be excited to see what happens in 10 years.